Hey, Lamau. Ooh! Ah! I just got here. I just got here. Oh, sweet, a purple. I can't escape. I keep getting vexed. Coaster's wanning me. Oh boy, oh boy. Hey, Home 3 Watcher, what's going on, man? I'm actually here doing key runs. Yeah, I'm low-key supposed to be here doing key runs, but I found a high rune. You just missed it. I actually just found a high rune. I think it's like the third pack I killed today, so that's pretty good. It's a good start to today's stream. Yeah, but as I'm sure you would all rightfully expect, it is indeed another champ. So, yep. Which one? It's another champ. Oh, sorry, not another champ. It's another Vex. Yeah, dude. Good shit. Cham! No, sorry, I meant Vex. I don't know why I said Cham. Oh, I mean, I said Cham because I gave, well, I mean, LeBron said it. But also, when it comes to Chams, just so you guys know, I also gave my Cham away to Coaster to fund his champion. Not even really to fund his champions, because Hank already paid off the entire, he already gave all 10 Chams to Coaster, so it looks to me now like Coaster will actually have to be pulling Blizzard next season, which is kind of exciting for me to see. However, it also turns out that I also decided to give him my Cham as well, so that I can say that I contributed to the cause. Someone had 10 Chams? What? How? Trades? Cham's not even that much, dude. Cham's fucking 0.5. Like, even one burr. If you break a burr, you can get 10 Chams. It just so happened that this season I can't seem to get a high rune greater than Vex to save my life, but yeah, I mean, for all the wanning that Coaster has given me, he is the one who will have to be playing a Blizzard next season, so I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He can wan all he likes next season. You enjoy that, Coaster. I know you can hear me right now, buddy. I know you can hear me. You enjoy your wanning. You enjoy your wanning for next season. You enjoy that Blizzard in all of its glory. Aw, yeah, Blizzork, the most underpowered build in the fucking game. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be glorious, dude. It's gonna be glorious. Fan-fucking-tastic. I mean, who's giving away a burr for that? Hell, me! I would fucking do it. Are you kidding me? It's just that I needed to actually finish my character, and I also didn't have enough fucking wealth this season. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Last time I played Sork, yo, man, I was swimming in riches, okay? This time, like, this is the complete opposite of a high roll. Like, this is a low roll if I've ever seen one. Anyway, whatever. Fuck it. Same. Yeah, you get the fuck out of here. Hey, Lamau. Ooh, that's actually pretty cool. Alright. I just died in a Nightmare Bale Road, my main Sork and Bear. Yeah, it's fine. If you had never said anything about it, then we wouldn't have ever known. Alright, let's throw this in here. Hop 1. Let's see what else we can find here. Oh yeah, 3 faster run walks, 10 light res. That's also pretty good. Okay. Do I make a second cum stain infinity? I mean, why? I found Burlow in 1 run, then 3 runs later, another wait, sorry. I found Burlow in 1 run, then 3 runs later, another Burr last night. Who said that? A. Lamau? I mean, that sounds like something A. Lamau would say, but at the same time, I don't even... Anyway, whatever, dude. What a fucking ever. Let's go Arcane. Let's just... I don't know what to tell you. You want to make yourself a cum stain infinity? You do it, man. Yeah, and apparently Fatty's saying that I ditched you guys entirely. This is far from the truth. I'm fucking streaming right now. That was last night. Gotta serve my second run. Are you serious? Oh man, that's fucked up, dude. You're actually like... You're in it this season. I didn't realize you were still playing this season, but yeah, I guess you're on it. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you though, man. I'm just doing my thing, you know? I'm just the huge... honestly, this season, I just want to finish my character. And then maybe I'll farm... Well, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I had an idea as to where I wanted to farm for this season. I already did 1,000 Seal Glitch Chaos. I want to do 1,000 more, but there is one other thing I wanted to do after that. That's probably going to be the main focus for me for the rest of the season. Anyway, I did all the areas I wanted to. I play an hour or 2 a night while I'm working. Well, imagine that. You play for an hour or 2 and you're still substantially richer than I am. Playing more Warzone than D2. Oh, I believe that. Like, the thing about D2, I realize, it's like... It's a game which you can kind of play, and you can afford to play it in moderation, you know? Yeah, like, D2 is a game you can afford to play in moderation. Like, during ladder reset, obviously, you want to go ham. But at the same time, you also don't... Like, you can afford to not play Diablo 2 all the time, you know? Like, after the reset's over. And you can still maybe get riches here and there. But yeah, in your case, playing something like Warzone, other people play shit like League, I don't know, man. And I also heard that Warzone got a new, really big update lately. So how's that been? I also just realized that I didn't even get my proper battle orders. Anyway, whatever. Update, quoting that. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. Garbage Cold War guns. Are they like underpowered? Reskin of a Black Ops 1 map. Yeah, well, that's cool though. See that you're still very much into Warzone. That's good to hear. Well, I guess. Nice to have a game with that much staying power. For me, that's kind of how D2 is for me. It's what I'm always playing, you know? I haven't played it yet, they literally just copy-pasted them in, no tuning at all. That's kind of weird, to be honest. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know. Imagine that it could be a little bit strange porting in a gun 1-to-1 when, you know, in that game, Cold War, it's like, even their damage values are a little different compared to what Modern Warfare had. Helio with a minigun do it? Why does that keep happening? Okay, hold on a second. I'm gonna hit this up, and for some reason... my battle orders just refuses to take effect. But that's okay, I got my D key. That's pretty good. Let's see. There we go. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Overall, well, you said that you haven't played it, but I figure you would have tried it by now. It's like, I thought that was a big thing. It was hyped and everything, but whatever. Anyway, point is, for me, I'm not really surprised that you play this once or twice a night. Like, I can't imagine, like, beyond the first few nights of Reset, that you spend the entire season playing this 8 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, like, I feel like Fatty probably can pull that something like that off. But even me, somebody like me, like, I'll do like 1,000 runs a season. But you guys see, like, I'll usually stream like once a week, a couple of times a week. Like, I like to play this game in moderation. I don't know how else to put it. It's a game which I really enjoy for sure, but it's also not the kind of game where I'll play it for like all the time. I think, honestly, I think that part of the issue is it's like kind of like it's a grinding game, right? It's like it's a PVM grinding game, and I love it for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I'm like, I can't imagine playing it as like my only game. I guess I don't know. Like, basically what I'm saying is I feel like PvP is pretty huge for me. I'm not talking about like Diablo 2 PvP. I'm talking about like games that are oriented around PvP. Like, I can play that for hours on end no matter what time it is, as long as it's a fun experience, right? Like, that's kind of how it was for me. Dota 2, before I got picked over by skill-based matchmaking. Dota 1, League of Legends, like those games, I could play those for into the wee hours of the morning, off stream, on stream, etc., etc. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I guess my point is, yeah, I'm just kind of comparing, kind of see why for you, you're only playing every now and then. Especially because, dude, you already finished your character. I'm surprised you're actually still playing this season, Halo, now. You're freaking, like, already so decked out. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like, you have so much wealth. So much wealth. I don't understand. Like, you're just fucking swimming in burrs and lows. Like, that's freaking bonkers. Yeah, you made a Necron easier too. Okay.
Ugly barnacle.
Okay, that's a little too
Once
loud.
there was an ugly barnacle. He was so ugly that
Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised you geared up your Necro, right? It's kind of like your Necro... Honestly, a Necro doesn't really need that much to get geared. Like, I'm not really too surprised that you got your Necro up and running at all. What I am surprised about... is that, I don't know, that even after getting 2 of your characters geared up, that you still just, every day you play is like, oh shit, yeah, I found another high rune. Oh shit, yeah, I found this, I found that. Like, that's kind of how I felt the season I was playing my, my Nova Baller. Like, it was a freaking insane lucky season. But because of that, I also set myself the goal of, why don't I make it so that I try to go for all perfect equipment. And it just so happened that season that, yeah, I actually just didn't have any equipment, or I think WoW Classic came out and that kind of ate up a lot of the player base for Slash, and that caused me not to really have anybody to trade with for that, so I didn't really ever finish the character, but still, it was a fun journey while it lasted. Anyway, Botters swim in wealth sometimes, true. The only thing I didn't have when I geared him was Enigma. Well, yeah, then I found Josser and sold some shit to get a burr. Okay, well, yeah, naturally. But even beyond that, and you're telling, like, you apparently get burrs and whatnot even after. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, you've already finished decking out 2 characters, I can get behind that. But after that, it's just like, alright. Oh. Damn, dude, those are huge, huge clusters of flares. Three tech gear to Java with all self. Yeah, okay, I believe that. That's kind of what happened this season. I played my my Javazon, or played a Boazon. I wasn't super rich, but I think I self-found all of the equipment I needed to make my own. Or was it the I can't remember if it was the Javazon or the Boazon season where I made an additional Javazon with spare gear, or if it was the season I played my Pit Singer, where I was in pits and I just spontaneously was finding all of these Javazon, all this Javazon equipment. Well, either way, it's pretty legit. Okay, that was 5. Yeah, MF. Ah, Blue Monarch. Alright, that's going to be a J mod. It's a J mod. Oh, not even close. 1 wishes, 1 dreams. And that is the end of this run. So let's keep going. Actually, wait a second. What am I doing? User for 3 runs and they got bored. Oh, I believe that. Honestly, Javazon feels kind of satisfying the first couple of runs that you use her. And after that, it gets kind of lame. Like, it's not really my... I don't know. Different strokes for different folks, right? Like, some people really like Javazon. Some people really like Poison... Not Poison Necro, sorry. What's it called? Hammerdins. Hammerdin's probably the best example of this, right? Like, I know Kiko really likes playing Hammerdin. And there's also plenty of other people out there who really like playing Hammerdin. But you'll also find a lot of other people who will say, oh yeah, Hammerdin is great, but it's not a particularly... That's really the only thing going for it. Like, well, no, sorry, let me rephrase. It's great as a character. Like, it has high survivability, it has, you know, decent, like, good damage, AoE, etc., but it's very boring to play and overall unsatisfying. At least that's kind of how I feel about it. I know that's how a lot of other people feel about it too, or some other people. So, yeah, I'm not... Yeah, I guess... What am I even listening to right now? Let's freaking pull up some upper music here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, oh wow, man, paying out in keys today. This might actually be the day, you know? The freaking day I've been looking for where I actually finally get some drops. Although now that I've said that, probably I'm not going to get any drops. But already I've got, in 5 runs, I found Vex and 5 keys. So it's kind of like, that's already a really good start. That's far better than all the days prior. But again, I'm just chill farming. I'm not really trying to, like... I'm not really trying to, like, gun for infinity anymore, or anything like that. I just wanted to chill and take some time to farm hop, flare farm hop, and then, of course, also run some Nilithak. And... Okay, seriously. Yeah, just run some Nilithak, run some Summoner, run some Countess. Hopefully get some keys, and I'm planning to sell those keys to maybe Swish or somebody else, just so that I can... Oh, there you go, there's another Key of Hate. I just want to be able to finish my character. I think that's one of the big points for me this season. That is absolutely going to be one of my biggest goals, finishing off my character. Honestly, it's a very satisfying feeling when I've gotten everything. Like, of course, Infinity was the biggest milestone, which is why I quit. Well, I shouldn't say quit, but I stopped playing as heavily since I hit the Infinity. it's like, okay, I was like heavy grinding for the infinity, and after that I can kind of relax a little bit because the last bit is just kind of like a chill stretch, like fine. But I remember when I was playing like my boa, like in retrospect, that boa season was pretty lucky that I was able to find all the things I needed. Like for playing a character that was so off meta, I was able to find 2 burrs. Yeah, I was honestly able to find 2... I guess, to be fair, I also had All Cows Day backing me up, so it's not entirely a fair comparison, but one of the interesting things about that season was that it was a very expensive build. I obviously needed the Enigma to make the Swapcast Tele Boazon work, and then after that, I needed Pride. And I think that's really the 2 biggest things. After that, it was mostly just, most of the gear was Pauls or Ums, but yeah, Enigma. Oh no, I needed Faith too, right. I thought I was using Wind Force, but I actually needed Faith to completely finish the build. And in fact, I needed 2 Faiths, because the first one rolled really shitty, so yeah, it was, that was quite the journey. I don't know how else to put it. That was, quite the season. I needed, a lot of wealth, but despite all that, I was actually able to complete my character, even despite... I don't even know. I don't know how, like, I kind of want to look back at that season. I don't know how I was able to do that. Like... I remember that was a really unlucky season for me too. Especially with the 5,000 Pindle, which paid me out like fucking nothing. It's like this season, except... Ooh! Unique Hierophant Trophy. I believe that is Homunculus. Very nice. Some 7. Alright, great. Anyway, what I was just trying to say is, like, it's kind of interesting because that season where I was playing the Boa, I wasn't... I needed a lot of wealth. Like, I'm like thinking about it now. I needed Enigma, so that's, let's just say 10 for simplicity's sake. 5 on Burr, 5 on Jaw, right? And then, of course, I needed Pride, Cham, Sir, Low. So Sir 2.5, Cham 0.5, Low 1.5. So that's basically another 5 right there. And then of course I had to make Faith, which Jaw is, let's just say 5. So that's basically 20 by itself. And then of course I had to re-roll. I actually had to re-roll the Faith. Because it didn't roll the first time, right? It didn't actually roll 14 or 15, and then I eventually switched over to a diamond bow. So when we take all those things into account, I actually needed 25 ohms for that build. That's pretty mad, dude. Like, this season, my build, I only really needed, like, 10 ohms to finish my build. And I struggled to get 10 ohms this season, whereas in that season, I was actually able to make it to fucking 25 ohms. By the end of it. I guess that's what happens when you get a few good lucky drops. Yeah, regardless of what build you're playing. But still, that just blows my mind. Like, that's kind of... I don't know how else to put it. Like, I'm trying to think about this, like... So, and this was, like, keep in mind, I had run 5,000... I don't even know how that happened. So, I ran, like, 5,000 Pindle, right? I got jack shit off of that. I wasn't even close to finish my build. Then All Cows Day happened. I got a Burr off of that, if I remember correctly. After I got Burr, I went and ran like 6 Chaos runs. I got another Burr off of that, so that's how I was basically able to total up to Enigma. I know I did like 400, 500 Trav, and I didn't really get that much good stuff out of it. And then basically everything else, I don't know how I was able to like make up the rest to make 25 ohms worth of, yeah, like I just don't know where all that wealth came from. That's crazy. Like, what did I even run? Like, I ran pits, I know that, but I remember like that 1,000 runs of pits was like Like, if my Chaos runs were bad, like, those Pits runs were actually even worse, because I actually only walked out with Ohm Cham low out of that, and that's certainly not going to be funding my... actually, it might have been Ohm Zod low, now that I think about it, but that is not even, like, a burr, right? And that's, like, the whole 1,000 runs, whereas I know that I was already running those 1,000 runs of Pits, when by the time I reached run 200, I already had Faith and Enigma. And I think I also had Pride by that point too, so I really don't know, man. That's crazy. I actually have no idea where that came from. Hey, Fatty, nice to have you on board with us. How's it going, man? Okay, Fatty, now that you're here, I'm going to ask you the question of the day. This was from... oh, I totally forgot to actually finish that run. I killed all the flayers and I was actually supposed to kill Neilithak, I just remembered. The feel when 12 runs and no perps? Yeah, dude. Well, fuck you too. Damn you, Alamau. Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, how's it going, Fatty? Hope you're doing well. I was just reminiscing on a couple things. Namely, how this season I'm finding, like, jack shit. I don't know why, like... Not really not finding jack shit, sorry. That's just not... Anyway, I'm reminiscing about how... in previous seasons, I was substantially, like, luckier than I would have expected, like, looking back at it. Like, the season with my, Swapcast Telly Boazon, right? That was, like, a fucking hopeless season, as far as wealth was concerned. I didn't expect to have that much wealth. Like, I needed 25 ohms to finish my build in the season I was playing my Swapcast Telly Boazon. And the Slashdiablo Telly Boazon isn't supposed to be able to farm, like, as well as meta builds, and yet it held its own really well. I don't know how I farmed 25 ohms for that. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, right? That's what I was just discussing. I'm like, except it's not really a discussion. I'm just reflecting on this more so to myself than anything else, because the others don't really give a shit. They're just listening in for the ride. They're not really saying much. Coaster's, I believe, running Nightmare Bills right now, just running like GC. Okay. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically what I'm thinking about. Like, it's kind of funny how these things work. Nice pixels. I don't know what you mean. Ithrune. Ralrune. Alright, back to Halls of Vought. Here we go. Okay. Stream was in negative resolution. I don't even know what that means. Was it crapping out or something? It doesn't look like I'm losing frames, so I don't really think that could be the issue here. Anyway, that's weird. That's very bizarre. For once, it doesn't say that it's on my end. But yeah, anyway, basically, Fatty, long story short, I don't know how it's the case where the season where I ran 5,000 Pindles, didn't find a single high rune, then I proceeded to run Pits and only found, I think it was Cham low, right? It was Ohm, Zod, low, I think, were my 3 high runes from Pits, 1,000 runs of Pits. I was still somehow able to fund all 25 ohms that I needed for my build, which should have been 20, but of course Faith is always a very finicky thing to roll, right? So that's kind of what I was reflecting on. I don't even know how that's possible. I don't get it. This game makes no sense, but I guess that is also kind of the beauty of RNG. But yeah, Fatty, what are you up to? How's it going with you? And this is one of the things I wanted to ask to you guys. What are your thoughts on, because this was something I was talking about last stream that I was only very briefly able to touch up on. What are you guys' thoughts on the events being hosted for PD2? Because I know right now they're doing they're doing some kind of event, or they were doing some kind of event over the weekend. They were doing like, it's very esports-like. They were like running a whole slew of events. It's not just PvP, although of course PvP was there. They were also doing things like I think it was like first to a certain level or some shit like that, and they were running other interesting, odd PVM events, that kind of jazz. What even? I'm not even joking. Like they were like Project Diablo 2. Okay, I always gotta bring us back to this topic, or this silly private server. So Project Diablo 2. They had somebody sponsoring them, and they were hosting events over the weekend. Let me check up on this a little bit more. Let me just fetch a few of these. Okay, give me a sec. So they were hosting the event on arena.gl. Arena Games. So, let's take a look here. Second place Dobrunsky, first place Cooley, an event. Chicken race. So people actually took place in a chicken race. Let's see. Dodge Fireball. Where people had to try and dodge llama's fireballs. Team Death Runs. I mean, it's pretty creative, some of the ideas they came up with, but... And Dariel Speedruns. That's actually a pretty cool one, I guess. "2v2 HLD PvP." Yeah, now that's what I would have expected. Like, they had some pretty big prize pools. Here, I should actually show you guys this. This is so... Hey! Dinosaur Forte, how goes it? Nice to have you on board with us. I was gonna chat with you a little later, but nice of you to drop in. Hope you're having a solid day. Yeah, so apparently, Dino, if you just give me a second, let me fetch this up for you. Here, where is it? Where is it? Okay, there it is. Okay, so check this out, okay? Check this out. So this is Arena Games. Diablo 2 Edition is a 3-day extravaganza to establish the ultimate D2 community. Computers, accessories, and bragging rights are all up for grabs. Dueling, speedrunning, leveling competitions, and more. So, the events they had... Okay, there's only one page. They had a chicken race, fireball... Well, dodgeball. Fire dodgeball, I think, would have been the better name for it. But anyway, Team Death Runs and Dariel Speedruns, 2v2 HLD PvP. When they even had these... They actually had some pretty reasonable prize pools too, like $300 at Amazon. SteelSeries headsets, like I think that SteelSeries was one of the people that was wanting to sponsor them. That's what Home 3 Watcher had said last time. Uber Time Trials, Iron Man 1v1, 2v2, tag team speedruns. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Am I doing any of those? No. No. Okay, so Dino, let me explain, because you're not entirely familiar with how this works. And don't worry, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I know that you have better things to do, so I'm going to let you to it very soon. But let's just kind of go over it quickly. So basically, there's a new private server. There's a new private server that came out for well, yeah, recently there's a new private server that came out. It's called Project Diablo 2. Now, Project Diablo 2 runs a modified version of the game. It runs its modified version of the game. They're kind of trying to basically rebalance everything in Diablo 2. They're trying to add new content and do all that shit. Like basically older game, trying to make it, I guess, I don't know, just make it better in their eyes. Now, this new private server got a lot of attention on opening weekend, and even now there's still quite a number of people who do play it. But on release, there was like 10,000 people on the private server. Now, just to put that into perspective for you, even the private server I'm playing on launch, or usually on ladder reset, there's maybe 500, 600 at peak. So yeah, 10,000 people on reset weekend is pretty insane, right? Now, player count isn't everything, but just the fact that there were that many people interested in joining in kind of tells you just how hyped it was. Now, the thing is, like, a game this old, I wouldn't really expect that people would be doing all these, like... sorry, let me rephrase that. A game this old that is primarily centered around PVM is not a game that I would expect that they would treat like an esport. But even then, apparently, people have blown my mind with their well, they kind of have gone against what I would have expected, I guess is what I'm trying to say here. Like, they actually went and, like, hosted this, like, big event where, like, everyone can take part, and it's, I don't know, it's super cool. But, yeah, no, I'm just looking at some of the events that they had here, and I mean, I was expecting, like, people to duel and do PvP. Like, imagine, like, OSRS, like, dual arena shit. I was expecting something like that, but some people had other ideas, like, they do, like, speed running and, silly things like dodgeball, I guess. It's kind of... So many. They kind of are. Like, to be honest, I think that's kind of the goal. They're trying to, like, bring people back. Like, and it's, I don't know. I don't entirely know their goals, I admit, but I imagine that's one of them, right? Like, they want to, of course, bring people... One of what I imagine their core goals would be is to bring people back to the game. Like, it doesn't make sense for them to release this mod and kind of be like, yeah, let's not bring people who used to play this game back to it. Like, a lot of people, I imagine, also stopped playing because they kind of gave up on... They kind of got sick of playing because of, like, cheaters and botters and people abusing bugs in the game that allowed them to duplicate items and all that shit, right? But here, at least this season, at the moment, the moderators are actively patrolling to make sure that people don't exploit these things. Now, maybe some people will get through, I don't know, but they've been very, very on top of things, which is good. But yeah, just seeing, like, some of the things that they've kind of set up in their as part of their events for their launch is kind of surprising. Like, imagine 20-year-old game having, like, an actual prize pool and a company that was actually hosting some of the prizes that could be done for that game. I don't know. Wait, why don't you do those events? Get something from Amazon for you. I could get something from Amazon for you without having to take part in this stupid set of games. Like, I can always just use, like, people's, I don't know. Have you seen that someone this season got banned for botting? Yeah, I saw. And that's as it should be. It's not really, you know, headlines for me. The thing is, like, I think the main... Anyway, yeah, I'm not... I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, I was talking to Coaster about this too, and apparently it was somebody who seemed actually pretty chill. Again, I don't really feel too bad about it because I never actually met this person that they said got banned for botting, so I'm like, alright, well, whatever. That's good. I'm so tired of people cheating in games. Yeah, same. Absolutely. It ruins freaking everybody's, like, no one, I don't know, man. I don't even know where to start on that. I absolutely despise cheaters. Like, fucking hate that shit so much. Like, oh, it just ruins it. It just ruins it. Like, you have a perfectly good game, and it's like, oh yeah, now I'm just gonna freaking start Yeah, I'm using map pack. Yes, that's true. But you also got to understand, like, I'm actually playing on a private server to try and avoid shit like botters and dupers in the first place. That's different. I'm talking about, like, people who freaking start playing something like, I don't know, Dota 2, and they feel the need to use, like, scripts because they just can't work towards making themselves better players, right? And the thing is, these people, the thing is, they're not trying to use these cheats to substitute for them getting better in PvP-based games. They tend to use them just because it pisses other people off. That's what I noticed a lot of the time, right? Like, I don't know. The mentality around cheating is very strange to me. As somebody who's always been very, like, you know, I always like to make sure that if I'm playing a game, I play it legit, right? Like, barring map hack in this game, of course. But, like, if I'm playing, I don't know, if I'm playing League, I'm not relying on freaking boosting my account. I'm not a boosted banana, right? Like, if I were to level a ranked account, I would do it, like, fair and square. None of this freaking, like, shortcut bullshit that people do. Or, like, if you're playing, like, in the past, I used to play some first-person shooters, like, you know, Modern Warfare 2, or other games like Combat Arms, like that kind of shit. And it's like, okay, I would never want to use cheats to, like, try and... It would ruin the experience for me. As somebody who wants to get better at the game, who wants to, like... who wants to use genuine skill, right? It's like, it's such a foreign concept to me that, yeah, there's people who would go out of their way to try and, like, ruin the experience for others and try to use cheats as a substitute for getting better. I don't know. That's just, that's the thing that bothered me the most. Snage was asking, honest question, how old am I? Too old for my own good. That's what I'm gonna say about that. I don't usually answer these, personal, real-life related questions, sorry to say. MH's quality of license map reveals from on single player. Yeah, that's one of the arguments for map pack 2. Well, speaking on the behalf of a lot of the detractors, a lot of them will say something like, oh yeah, well, map pack is still a hack, blah blah blah, which is, honestly, I'm not going to argue with that. I don't really care much for those people and their opinions. But for me, if you're playing like a PvP game and you're using something that gives you a very blatant advantage, like if you're scripting in Dota 2, if you're using aimbot in Call of Duty, that kind of shit, like, you're ruining the game for other people. You're very clearly ruining the game for other people. And some people, I guess, I don't know, it's weird to me because there's two camps of people I realize that cheat. There's the camp that just enjoy pissing other people off, which, okay, fine, like, I can understand that, and then there's other people who love using these exploits because they don't know how to get wins in any other way. I'm not even joking. I've seen this a lot, actually. I've met people who, they use cheats because they can't aim worth a damn. But then, as soon, like, I've seen this before. I've played, like, Modern Warfare 2. I came across an aimbotter. You know what I did? I fucking whipped out a riot shield. Boom, GG, problem solved. Aimbotter unloaded his entire mag into my shield. Didn't know what to do, and then I killed him for game-winning kill cam just for ultimate humiliation, right? And he rage quit after that. He just straight up fucking rage quit. And I'm like thinking about this. I'm like, there are actually people who get angry over losing even with cheats. Sorry to bother you with that. Oh, no worries. I'm 26 and was wondering how old you are. Seems like you are somewhat older, not quite sure why though. Okay. I mean, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, sorry not to answer your question. I appreciate you respecting my desire to keep things a secret here, but still, yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that. Kind of an interesting catch there. I think he's at least 12, okay. Tell you my age, I'm 35, fair enough. I have 2.2 KCS runs done so far, D2D2, this season? Okay, wow, congratulations, yeah. I mean, in my case, yeah, like, I'm at about 1,500. Now, to tell you the truth, I could have kept going. I could have just non-stop plowed through Chaos runs if I really wanted to, but I really wanted to branch out outside of Chaos do some key runs, you know, do some P8 bales for people, all that jazz. Now, I know that you've also done Maggot Lair and other stuff too. Okay, fair enough, but yeah, honestly, if I centered my time entirely on Chaos this season, I probably could have made it to 2 to 3K runs. It's by now, I admit. But I'm done with Chaos. Like, I don't just want to nonstop run Chaos most, or on some seasons. And I also just wasn't getting any good finds, so I didn't want to do that. By the way, that Ormus you gave me is a real POS. I love it. Yeah, man, I've been holding on to that for so long. Yeah, it took me some time to find it, but anyway. You sound like 20s. Oh, no sweat. Still love you. Ah, Snidge. Appreciate that, man. Here, take my heart. You can't judge age on the sound of someone. Honestly, that's true. That's true. That's true. I've met people. I can't believe I'm saying this. I've met people who sound like pipsqueaks. Okay, I've legit met people who sound like fucking pipsqueaks, and then you actually see what they look like in real life, and you see what their actual age is, or, you know, they tell you what their actual age is, and you're just like, yo, no, there's no fucking way, man. You sound like your balls haven't dropped yet, bro. Like legit. You sound like you are just, you know, leaving primary school, and, you know, you're about to enter fucking, like, you sound like you need to hit fucking puberty, like, yesterday, okay? Like, let's be real here, guys. Let's be fucking real here. And apparently, Coaster's in my game. Ready to talk shit to me. Alright, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Motherfucker! Frostburns. Of course you give me Frostburns. Alrighty. Fine. Fine, I'll take the Frostburns as an offering to the Cham Lords. Alright, let's take a step back to address some of the things that were being said from way earlier here. So Dinosaurfarte was saying, I've been playing OSRS for the past 2 months. My membership just expired, so now I'm taking a break. Okay. So that's what you've been up to. That's interesting. I meant to check up with you on that. Like I said, I wanted to have some time to catch up with you a little later, but that's going to have to wait. Because I did promise these lovely people a stream today, so that's what I'm going to do. You'll be jealous when I still sound like this at 60 years old. Ah. No, Fatty, not from Arcane. From Hop, actually. Hop is Halls of Pain. I got it from the one of the first Flare packs I killed on today's stream. You read that so weirdly? Taking a what do you mean I read that so weirdly? I did not read that weirdly. What are you talking about? Anyway, whatever. I was mulling something over, okay? I mean, quarantine, people are bored, so why not organize events? So, with regards to the why not organize events, no, it's true. It's true. People are bored. Like, if ever... I think the part of the reason I feel like why Warzone was so successful is they actually did their release at a very good time. Like, they chose, when when COVID was just like well, okay, obviously it's still a very big thing, but I mean, obviously when it first came out, there was definitely a lot more, at least from what I could tell, like a lot of, you know what, here, let me pull shit up for you, give me a sec. Warzone was successful, okay, yes, but no, I disagree with you. I honestly disagree with you, okay, and I can't believe I'm gonna disagree with you because now it's gonna be a fucking long drawn out argument, but they fucked everything and it was still popular. It has a COD name to it. Yeah, okay, great. So, let's see. What was it? What was it I was trying to find here? Oh, yeah. It was... This is probably the easiest one that I can think of. Anyway, this is probably not the best example, but it's the one that I can come up with right off the top of my head. Back when... Okay, so I won't disagree with you about the game being actual trash, and yet you're... But the thing is, it's apparently enjoyable enough that you're still fucking playing it, so I mean, that's as much as I can say about that. You probably wouldn't be playing a trash game. Or maybe you play a trash game knowing it's a trash game, who fucking knows. So... This is the first game that comes to me off the top of my head, right? I always like to look at Steam charts every now and then. It's always interesting seeing what kind of trends are available, especially for Dota 2, which has been on steady decline since they rolled out 7.0. I've always been happy about that. Anyway, but that's besides the point. I noticed that for the vast majority of games that I checked out on Steam charts, it was March and April where there was the biggest climb of player base for a lot of games. And Warzone, along with a lot of other things around this time frame, like I think were quite successful in their launches, because there were a lot of people who happened to, well, either get laid off, or, you know, work from home was a thing, or like there was, you know, people started making quarantine preparations around this time frame. And then obviously, as time progressed, things started opening back up again. People started saying, fuck it, we're going out anyway, we don't give a shit. Anyway. I feel like at this point, there isn't really as much of that anymore. You know, like, yeah, people are still, in quotes, being quarantined, but it's not like, it's not nearly as heavy-handed as it was even a couple months ago. Anyway, that was just something that came to mind for me. So when we talk about, like, Project Diablo 2 hosting events right now, like, it's true, there are some people who are in quarantine, who are stuck in and have nothing better to do, so this is actually a very good time for it. But I also think, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know if like, people are stuck indoors as much as we would think. Because, yeah, people are still going out and doing shit now. I feel like, compared to even a couple of months back, right? Like, I don't know. This was also kind of the same trend with Slash, I felt like. When the quarantine first hit, that reset, there were a lot of people. I think that was the peak, like, the most number of people I've seen in a reset. The two times where I've seen Slash with the most number of people were... It was back when Diablo Immortal got announced, because there was so much outrage that was stirred off of that. And then the second time was when quarantine had just occurred. To date, I think those were the times when the player base actually hit like 700. Which is more than I've seen in just about any other season. Anyway. And yeah, see, that's another thing. As Fatty pointed out, there were a lot of 99ers that season, because people really had nothing better to do. They had nothing to do, nowhere better to go. Now everything's opening back up again, so it's like, fuck it. Anyway. Dino, are you still around, or are you gone now? Because if Dino's gone, then thank goodness, but anyway. Let's see, what else were y'all talking about here? I don't care who it is, you bought on a server that prides itself on no buying GTFO, lol. Oh yeah, I mean, that's something, of course, too. That was from earlier, from Coaster, I actually missed that. But yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, yeah, right, like, it's, I don't know, man. It just, oof, I don't even know. You'll be jelling, I don't know what in the, you just pronounced their name as. You read that so weirdly, Dinosaur Forte, your tone always moving. Anyways, moving on. Yeah, that's how it is. Warzone was successful, yeah, yada yada. You could disagree, but you're no way around it. Sure. Well, I'm wrong. You're right as always. Reminds me of some other people that I know, but the game is actually, it's popular because it appeals to the casuals and shitty players. Okay, so sure, everything they can to protect the dog shit kids so they don't quit and buy all the microtransactions. Okay. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't know what to say to you. Anything I say would probably be wrong anyway, so I'm not even gonna say nothing. Level 99 Necro season. Yeah, didn't Kiwi have like 3 99s that season? I don't even know. I'm level 97 this ladder. Oh yeah, grats. That's awesome. And it's on hardcore, so doubly impressive. I know that on Slash this season, I don't know if he's here right now, if you can hear me, but I know Coerce is, I think it's Coerce. Let me just double check this. Oh no, he's offline right now. But yeah, there's somebody with a hammered in BLM. I think that's Coerce, and he does have a level 97 Pally as well. So let me actually, I'll double check the ladder after this run is done. We can take a look at that together. That's Coerce, yeah. Easiest argument of my life. Oh, don't worry. At this point, we'll have plenty of other very, very simple arguments. Because I don't know what to tell. I don't know what to tell people like you anymore. Anyway, gonna move on to little Black Marsh. Move on to Countess here. Currently, HC is taking the XP lead. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. I feel like softcore has a lot more of, like, has more players. Like, undeniably, I think softcore has more players than hardcore on Slash, but the people on hardcore can be pretty, like, are usually quite dedicated, you know, like, they're pretty damn committed to the gameplay. Let me pull this up here. Back to when we got 3.8 KD. Okay, sure, Mr. Casual. Caveman, like, no, I'm not gonna say that about them. I don't even fucking know these people. But what I can tell you is, you would think that because it's hardcore, that they go about playing the game slower than others. You know, like, in softcore, you're just going non-stop at it. Hardcore, it's kind of like, you know, you try to build your character around more survivability than trying to build it, rather than trying to build it for, like, I don't know, raw damage or some shit. I don't know. That's how I would see it, right? Like, if I'm playing hardcore, I would do what Fatty's doing. I'd freaking, like, throw on, like, a Mosers with, like, some MDR equipment, some Absorb, like, fucking a shit ton of health. Obviously, you gotta make sure you have a bow barb when you're playing hardcore. And yet, at the same time, yes, there are some people in hardcore who have died, right? I think that's very apparent. But there are also people... there's also people who are level 97, same as softcore. And from what I've seen in past ladders, the people who hit 99 are often first on hardcore as opposed to softcore, if I'm not mistaken. I can even try to fetch the old Kiwi list of 99s /Diablo. Let's see if I can pull this up. Comprehensive list of ladder resets and level 99s. Okay, here. Well, let's, this is actually a pretty interesting trend here. I think Bunny Hop died to COVID. Well, or he's busy. I don't know. Well, you know, shit happens, right? Anyway, so this is apparently the list of 99s. And this season right here, we could call this the COVID season if you want, because where all this, well, that's, I think, where the vast majority of these 99s came from, to be honest. Since there was such a huge uprising. But anyway, interestingly enough, there haven't been any 99s in hardcore for quite some time. But I know Grover, he hit hardcore level 99, 29 days. The FAP hit level 99 a while ago too. Maybe I'm just misremembering, actually. I'm just looking at, like, I remember these seasons by Goose and Grover, where, in the case of Gooznarg's characters in Season 15, he was the only one to hit, like... No, actually, no, I'm mistaken. I guess the hardcore people are the ones who actually end up higher level, but they're not necessarily the first 99s. I guess there's the difference. Because I know that in the past I've checked the ladders, and then I've sometimes been like, oh shit, that's crazy. Like, softcore, the highest level person is level 97 in is like 92 in softcore, or 90 in softcore, but in hardcore, the highest level person is like 93 or 94 or like 95 even. And I guess that's it's not guaranteed that these same people are going to push all the way to like 99, I guess, but anyway, I guess besides the point. Still, it's kind of interesting seeing there are people, even in hardcore, who'll do things like, you know, hardcore, freaking push for level 99 in 29 days. That kind of jazz. Kevin Vickers, hardcore. Anyway. Yeah, it's fun and dandy. Hey there, guys. Damn, I just finished 19 hours straight grind. 19 hours straight grind of what? Diablo 2? Like Project Diablo 2? I mean, I wonder. CTA runes for Burr. That's interesting. Who owns that account, I wonder? PD2 hardcore. Damn, that's pretty insane. I wish I could build a character made to deal with rubber banding. You'd say they are based on what, though? I don't even... I don't even know them. I don't know about you, but I don't really know them. I wouldn't ever be like, oh yeah, these guys are caveman-like, even though I've never really met them, right? But yeah, with regards to building a character made to deal with rubber banding, the closest thing I had to a character that could deal with rubber banding is maybe the Poison Necro with less than 75 FCR. That was the only... and the Sork with 63 FCR. Those are the only two types of characters I could come up with that were stable. Okay, fair enough. Rising Sun, does Fatty even play? I thought he just puts the Rising Sun on Sucks Infector off, okay. Goose, pretty pro player. I mean... he knows his shit, I'll say that much, but I think also part of what, like, if we're counting 99 in the number of days, it's not just, well, you can't just be a good player, you also have to have some amount of dedication towards actually grinding out 99, that's what I'm going to say. Since I'm running bows on not much things I can loot, it can snipe some basics and runes, though. 96 to 97 in roughly 25 hours. Gosh damn, dude, that is insane. 25 hours. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Imagine going outside. Freaking ill now. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't even know. Me. Pushing for 99 is something that I was considering doing as one of things I could attempt in a future season. But that would require a season where I actually have that much time on my hands. Or where I feel it, you know, like... And right now that just isn't the case. It took me 30 hours for level 97. You mean like getting from 96 to 97. 30 hours of CSing mostly on P4. See, that's the other thing too. I mean, I don't know, it's weird because Project Diablo 2 has like... They have maps that are supposed to be an alternative to running bail runs, but I also know that on Project Diablo 2 you can't really like 4-box, and you can't really run 2-8. You gotta play with other people, or you gotta go solo. You go like public hell bail game or something, and then you just go out on your own and farm chaos on your own. I don't know. I don't know how that's supposed to work if you're trying to like solo level up to 97. What the fastest way there is. Alright, cool. 2 Pally, 20 FCR, 22 mana Ammy for trade. Wow, hot damn, that's pretty cool amulet. There's no possible fast way. Okay. And be right back for breakfast. Okay, sounds good. Talk with you after, I guess. Alright. Where do I want the stopping point to be today? I don't know. I'm feeling like maybe another hour or two. Indrik, level 998 under 128 hours from level 1. He's just too good at the game. Yeah. I don't know, like... What's his routine? That's one of the things about Diablo 2. Like, I feel like when it comes to a game like Diablo 2, it's relatively easy to emulate what you see like the highest levels, or some of the higher level players play or do. Could be wrong about this. Maybe I'm crazy on this. Vizier and Infector, as far as I know, just Vizier and Infector non-stop. So he just skips Lord to say. Anyway, what I was trying to talk about here is I'm kind of like, you know, imagine if you're playing League and you're trying to like get to Challenger tier, right? You can't really like emulate what the people are doing over a couple games, but if you were to like watch somebody farm on Diablo 2, right? If you're just watching them non-stop playing like, let's say like a Lightning, 200 FCR Lightning Sork, you watch them freaking run Chaos Sanctuary and if they're really good at running Chaos, then it's actually relatively easy to emulate somebody doing like sub 1 minute Chaos run, sub 50-second Chaos run. You just see what they're doing and you just copy it. It's really no big deal. You gotta practice hitting chess like that. There's nothing to it really. So when I hear like, okay, he's too good at the game, what immediately comes to mind is that something that is easily, like, is it easy enough to emulate, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm curious about. Alright, well, somebody was able to help Coaster. I was just about to reply to him after I talked to you guys, but it looks like he's good for now. Okay, anyway. Since he's playing hardcore, so he's playing hardcore. Yeah, that's true. Especially if you're playing hardcore, you gotta be pretty, like, on top of things, too. I do admit. That's, I think, probably the most difficult part, for sure, that he's playing on hardcore. But the routine itself, like, is he just non-stop farming Mausoleum? Is he just non-stop farming Chaos? Whatever routine he has is something that is easy enough to copy, I would imagine. That's what I'm trying to get at here. Look at that, set amulet. And then once you know that, then you know what route to take to get from level 1 to 98, right? Anyway, that's kind of what I would imagine. He constantly run Vizier and Infector. All the way to level 98. I'm surprised he didn't, like, at starting, like, level 97 or 98. Sorry, starting at level 97, I'm surprised he didn't run, like, Bale with Nilithak. Bale, Nilithak, and, what's his name? Diablo himself, too. I meant right now. Even right now, you mean he's level 98, he's still non-stop running Vizier with Infector of Souls? That, to me, is a huge surprise. Below 90, I don't know. I'm not really too interested in below 90 because it's like, okay, probably easy enough, like Mausoleum and, well, I don't know. I guess, anyway. That's surprising. Probably Ancient Tunnels. Yeah, I would have guessed Ancient Tunnels. Honestly, my guess would have been either Ancient Tunnels or WSK2. Although WSK2 is dangerous for hardcore. That's I think the biggest concern there. It's very, very dangerous for hardcore, right? Like if you come across souls and you don't have map hack, that's the other thing too, right? Like you're on Slash, you know, okay, if there's snakes, or if there's souls, if there's dolls, you know, whatever. You know ahead of time, you can just chicken out of the run. But you only really know if there's souls when you freaking start teleporting WSK2. You don't want to fucking do that shit. But But yeah, I know that in the past, like, when people have talked about grinding out, like, level 98, they'll usually, you know, go level 1 through 97, or 96, doing, like, Bale runs, or, like, P8 Chaos, and then at 97 and 98, that's when they rotate over into just non-stop doing Diablo, Bale, and Nilithax. So for me to hear that, yeah, he's been non-stop running Infector and Grand Vizier of Chaos, that actually comes as a massive surprise to me, since I just wouldn't expect that he would be non-stop running these particular bosses, I guess. Since I didn't know that they actually gave out that much XP. That's all I'm really trying to say here. Anyway. And do that. Miram! Nice to have you on board with us. How goes it? It is going fine, thank you for asking. I just wanted to take some time today and do some chill farming of keys. You know, my goal at this point is to finish the rest of the gear off on this character that I need. I need an SOJ, I need an Arachnid Sash, I need a Frost Nova Ormus ideally, but at this point, I'm becoming increasingly skeptical that I'll come across such an Ormus. So, I'll probably just settle for like a shitty 15 cold damage one or something, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, let's see. Yeah, just gonna upgrade both of these to SOJs, this for Arax, and then if I really wanted to take it one step further, I could replace this with like a high-res Sword Torch. I think those are the three main upgrades. And then of course, the Ormus and some better cold facets to socket would be great, but oh yeah, you've got this. Yeah, dude. It's pretty awesome. I'm in a pretty good spot right now, I would say. Having said that, though, I think I told you last time, I've come up with a new approach to getting the rest of my equipment. Rather than trying to go for like the high risk, high reward path, I was gonna go for slow and steady. Meaning that I'm gonna probably be. You got it. 15 light, 15 cold firewall. Oh, course. I didn't realize you were watching my stream right here. I'm actually very tempted to just steal that off of you. I'm not gonna lie. I could use it as a temp. I actually would be willing to use that as a temp. Let me see what I got in my bank account. National account for D2. Or, well, okay, it's new for me, okay? It's new for me. I don't usually freaking pick a season out where I sit around and I farm keys non-stop. The last time I did this to try and accumulate wealth for my gear was the season I was playing My Pit Singer, okay? You know how long ago that was, Hom3 Watcher? You know how fucking long ago that was? That was a long time ago, okay? I bet you didn't know that. Now, that was a while back. That was a fucking while back. All yours? No. I gotta at least kind of pay for it. I'll throw you an IST. How does that sound? I think IST is pretty fair for something like that. 15 cold, 15 light. Honestly, yeah, I think IST is all right for that. If you're down for that. You know, I just realized something. That Ormus is actually freaking. That is a freaking crazy Ormus. Because I realized that if I have that Ormus, I don't actually need to switch over to Leaf to cast Firewall. But by having it, I think my Firewall damage will go even higher. Anyway, yeah, I'm kind of hyped for this. It's gonna be pretty good. Anyway, besides the point, yeah, dude, I'm freaking ready for that Ormus, dude. And of course, my upgrade will still be the Frost Nova Ormus, which means I'll lose out on damage on Firewall. You gotta pay me, sure? Okay, sounds good. You know, I don't have to pay you, like, you're offering it for free, but I'd appreciate being able to at least pay for it. What's a Firewall Ormus worth? Fucking nothing. It's only 10 that's fine, dude. That's okay. Hey, Fatty, what's up? But yeah, Firewall Ormus is pretty much worthless. Honestly, most Ormuses are worthless by default. The only things that really make them worthwhile is if they have, like... is if they have a good +3 skill. +3 Blizzard, +3 Enchant, +3 Lightning, in some cases, +3 Nova, +3 Frost Nova. Like, the Nova and the Frost Nova ones are pretty niche, but the other ones maybe you'll find a buyer. Yeah. Is Firewall not on the lead? Oh, it is! It is, but I just realized that, I can, like, if I have the Ormus, I can always cast Firewall, because I will, yeah, like, it adds 3 to Firewall, so even if I'm not switched over to the, Leaf Staff, I will always be able to cast Firewall, since, the Ormus will be granting it to me, if that makes sense. So that's kind of exciting. Probably worth at least 1 Maul or 2 Mantleds. Yeah, dude. So D2D2, what is the highest level character you had? Without a doubt, it would probably... Any Hell Bales going? Tell you what, if you want Coaster, I can run some Hell Bales for you. You cool with that, bud? I can, yeah, if you want, I can run some Hell Bales for you for shits and giggles. Unless they're already running Hell Bales. If they're already running Hell Bales, then fuck it. Yeah, I don't know if they're running Hell Bales. Oh well, I can always just run my own. Even if they are running their own, too. Anyway, let's see. My highest level character is this one. But this wasn't over the course of a single season. What the... Yeah, it's this one. I know, it's a bit of a disappointment. Level 95? 0.5. That's the highest I've ever gotten. I've never, Q1X? Oh, very nice, thank you. Appreciate it. Let's hop over. And let's go pick it up. Thank you, my good sir. And later I'm going to have to socket it and everything. Awesome, awesome. Let me bring my guy in here. Curious to see the damage difference? Okay, yeah, I wasn't planning to put it on right this second, but sure, I can do that. There you go. Nice little Istrian for you. And in the meantime, I will also take this Vex. No, thank you, Course. Appreciate you hooking me up here. So I got 2 Vexes now. I just need 1 more Vex and I can get Arachnids. I still can't believe I've got Vexed again today, man. Another Vex. And Q Coaster being like, "Wan!" But at the same time, yeah, again, it is another Vex as my Hyrule. Surprise, surprise. Okay, great. Let's see. So just hooked me up. Now for the evening. Sounds good. Thanks again for tuning in. Now we'll see you again next time. Vex go. Well, I don't like to put it like that, but all right. So when I have just honestly, this is actually kind of sad now that I. This is actually pretty sad. I realize. Well, Marahum, there you go. There's the damage down. Yep. All right. Well, hell yeah. I guess then what that means is I will have to. Oh, give me a sec. Actually, I want to check something out. 1186. Yeah, man. I mean, it's always... Anyway, whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to get too much... I'm actually curious to see what my defense will be now that if I switch out my Skin of the Viper Magi, but that's a lobby for later. So, overall, though, you can ditch the Leaf. It's true. I could. I ditched the Leaf, replace it with probably a Decrep Stick. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Actually, no. I don't know. I don't know. I legit don't really know what I would replace my Leaf Staff with. But pretty tough to beat +5 all skills to try and boost my firewall damage. Probably it would just have to be decrep charges. Or maybe... Yeah, I don't know, man. I can think of one other thing, which is fucking stupid, but Bone Hue. Anyway, that's beyond there. I mean, really though, compare non-leaf with Ormus to leaf with Viper. Non-leaf with Ormus to leaf with Viper. Okay, sure. There you go. Here's leaf with Viper versus this. So I actually get more from the Ormus by itself. If we're just looking at the firewall damage, not looking at anything else, which is a very big assumption because the defense stat, like the defense difference, I think between these two items does make a pretty big difference, but and also the resistances. We also aren't even factoring in resistances in there either because I'm obviously not maxed out on res if I use Ormus. Although if I do this, then I'm maxed out on everything except for poison. So there's, but then if I do this, then I lose out on mana after each kill. Anyway, you get the idea. That's one of the interesting things I like about this build. There's going to be trade-offs no matter how I build my character, I would say here. So firewall damage is better, and I imagine cold Nova damage is buffed as well by a little bit. By a little bit, although I don't know. Yeah, I'm down an FCR frame here, so then I would need to replace my BK for this, I guess. With only firewall now. Oh, big oof, dude. Cold Nova damage is buffed as well. Okay. Alright. And then if I have the other one, of course I'd also be using BK, because that's where my FCR will come from then. And then, of course this is also without a facet, keep that in mind too. But anyway, 1186 to 1340 F Nova versus 1317 to 1739 Nova. So with this Viper Magi setup, I actually do get more damage on my Nova, but less damage on my Frost Nova. So, yeah. This is actually, yeah, anyway. It's not by much, though. Yes, it's not by much, and I lose out on the extra res that the Viper Magi gives me, and the 5 mana after each kill, and the defense for skin of the Viper Magi. So at the end of the day, I'd still say this takes the cake. Although this is definitely something I want to have for later. I thought that, yeah, with the Leaf Staff and this, I might get better returns from my Firewall, but evidently I was mistaken. Because once I get the plus to skills from the Ormus, I didn't even realize, but Death's Fathom and Spirit Monarch gives me plus. Will actually boost the Firewall given from this from that Ormus. Pit an AT down to 230-ish, huh? Anyway, that's enough of that. Coaster. Let's see what Coaster's up to. Coaster, are you doing bail runs? Did you want me to run some P8 bails for you? Oh, wait, no. There's actually a public bail game going on right now. There is Kush Bail 432. Because you said that, are there any Hell Bails going? So I don't know if you wanted me to try and run some bails. Oh, nope, that's gone now. But yeah. You said that you were looking for... You'll get in it? Yeah? Okay. He was AFK? Okay, I see. Are you in it now? Because it's gone. I don't see it, so somebody must have joined as the 8th person. I don't know if that was you or not. If you need me to run bails for... Well, not need me, but if you want me to... Mooney saying, yes, Burr, infinity time. Mooney? Wasn't you? No, 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 no. You said earlier, I know it was you. You were saying... Where was it? Fucking hell. Just bail. Okay, there we go. Get this shit up. Any hell bail's going, yeah. So as soon as I saw that, I was wondering if you can't get in on that, I can run you through a few if need be. Anyway. You take it? Alright, well, let's get you set up then. Give me a second. Yeah, might be nice to break up the monotony a little bit too. Let me see if I can set this up quickly. D1, 1. There we go. Alright, there we go. So, let me just get this guy on board. I'm not gonna, don't worry, I'm not gonna get everybody to freaking sit around and mooch XP for these runs. I was just intending to boost the player count here a little bit. Having said that, I see that you have another sorceress that you got going this season, which is very surprising. I was not expecting this in the slightest. Yeah. What a... Yeah. Yeah, this is some fooling around. Okay, I guess prep for a future season, because I know that you had, this season you were planning to go originally, and things change, of course. Okay, hold on a sec. Let me actually just clear these, and then I'll talk after when it's the easier half of the run. This work I never planned to release. Oh, interesting. So, I know that you said that you I'm so poor that I thought, why the heck not? Wow, so this is a build that's used for if you're very poor. Now that is, it's interesting. Alright. So, here's the thing. I know that originally, when this season began, your intention was to get well, it was supposed to be a Sork and the Assassin, if I recall correctly. I could be wrong about that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But I distinctly remember that was your goal. And then after that, I think you said your Pesticin was way too poor for the Assassin. So then, but you did discover the Vile Husk, and you wanted to make a build that could use that item, because it's a really cool item, right? Understandably. And then you settled on this Barb, and I thought these were going to be the only two characters that you were making, because you only usually make 2 characters in a season. But now you have this third character, which is quite a shocker. I was not expecting to see 3 in a single season here. Kind of interesting. Alright. White Dimensional Shard. Would you look at that? Imagine a Defathom. It's a silly secret Sork? Alright. That's fair enough. I think I've shared with you one of my silly secret Sorks too. That if I'm still playing like next season or something, maybe I might showcase it but also came up with some other really fun ones too. You've heard you've heard of the CE Necro, but have you ever heard of the CE Sorceress, for example? That was a fun one. Well, it was off to sleep for me. Congrats on the Vex. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks, man. I did. Yeah, appreciate it. Unfortunately, it looks like that will not be a thing. Okay, so when you're done PMing me, come to the next game coaster. Yeah, I have already created it. Make sure that you get in on this. You get a chance. CE Sword WTF. Yeah, I'm not even joking you. CE Sorceress, man. Yeah. The fuck? Why can't I cast my shit here? Okay, there we go. Alrighty. Alright. And check your Discord? Yeah, I will. I will after. I'm just gonna finish clearing this out, for I don't want you to have to wait for silly old me to finish my run. And Course was saying, I think I'm going to run a Rift Sin first character next ladder. Yeah, that's exciting. Okay. Honestly, Rift Sin was another one of those characters that I would that I was interested in making as well. I realized that after having played on Slash for so many seasons, there's still actually a number of characters that would be pretty freaking awesome to try out that I have yet to give a shot. Like Rift Sin is one, Dragon Tail Sin is one. I had a fun little a couple fun druid builds actually. One of the ones being a summoning druid. That would be really fun to have a season. Like every season that I play as a that I play as like a summoning druid has always been as like a second character or third character, but want to have more fun and less XP grinding next ladder. Yo, that's a really good goal to have, man. That's a really good goal to have. I admire that. I admire that this season you're aiming to try and grind out levels. Are you trying to go for 99? Is that what's going on? Anyway, I mean, that's pretty cool that you're trying to go for 99 this season, but that you're actually open and willing to the idea of trying out something different for next season. Last one for you? Okay, cool. I mean, again, I just wanted to run these to help you out, get your Sork up to whatever level. Why do you need it to be like 4 levels higher, specifically? You said that you only wanted her to hit 4 to 5 levels. Why 4 to 5 levels? Lower congrats. Alright. And I just noticed that this mofo is... Holy cow, wait, what am I doing? It's fucking fire immune, of course. Can't do shit to him. Crafting. No, that doesn't make any sense. He's level 66. What's he gonna craft as a level 66? Alright, let's take a look. Uh-huh. Ah! Okay, I'd say more about it, but I gotta keep the show running. Fucking ghost. You can't be serious, man. You fucking trolling me right now, dude. Fucking trolling me. This guy. Alright. You fucking guy, dude. This fucking guy right here. This fucking guy right here. No. Just fucking no. No, just oh my. Alright. You let me know when you're streaming that shit, because, yo, I gotta see it with my own 2 eyes. That's fucked up. That is fucked up. In a good way. In a good way. That's what... Alright. Level 99 with 350 ping. Ah. Oh yeah, I know it works. Like, it's obvious, it's always, well, it's been... I don't want to reveal too much, of course, so I gotta choose what I say carefully, but it's been on the back. Oh man, alright, good luck with that. I like the sound of that. It's gonna be good. Alright, what was I doing here? Oh, yeah, right. I'm back to keep farming because I'm done running these bales for good old Coaster. So Fatty was also asking, have I ever done an Act 1 to 5 full clear before? No, I have not. Plain and simple. I just haven't ever really felt the motivation to do such a thing. Honestly, I should try it. I should do it with you guys watching on stream. Now I feel like doing it. Next stream? A full clear. Maybe do it as a group for fun. I was gonna do it, try to solo it, because I gotta do it within 3 hours, right? That does sound kind of fun. Full clear of everything. Could I do it in under 3 hours? Under 3 hours. Oh, man. Act 3 is gonna be a nightmare. I don't have to do it in order, either. I don't actually have to do it in order. I could start Act 5, work my way down. And this is the right build for it. Honestly, I'll tell you guys what. Next stream, maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe that's what I'll do. No. Okay, so first of all, there's two things here, Maraham. First of all, no, there's no time limit, but these, what was it, //W? Yeah, you know that every restart, like every server restart takes place every 3 hours on Slash. So technically, if I'm to do a full Act 1 to 5 clear, I only have 3 hours to do a full clear of Act 1 to Act 5. Yeah? And then when you say figured it was a start as level 1, if you're talking about like... Yeah, if you're talking about like start as like a level 1 character and kill every monster from normal to hell, that also sounds kind of cool. But I think when Fatty's talking about like clear the entire game, he means like from start to finish. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. That sounds like a really fun sounds like a really fun adventure. Yeah. I've never really felt the motivation to do something like that up until you brought it up. So I never really said to myself, yeah, I feel like clearing the full game, but now that I really think about it, this might actually be the perfect character to do something like that. Because unlike the Poison Necro, I don't have to, well, there's just nothing that I run into where I have no response for it. That was kind of the point of this character. So doing a full clear of the game is one of the best ways to showcase that strength of this character, I realize. So that's actually really good. Anyway. Mario, how have you been, by the way? Have you played on Slash recently? I know that last time I talked with you, you were still, going through the game with your 4-box setup, and then I ran Bales with you, and then you actually had like a level 88 Necro. I don't know what happened after that. You were also looking for a base. Yeah, I think that's where you left off. I think that's going to be the next character. Hardcore Nuzlocke. Nuzlocke? What the heck is a Nuzlocke anyway? No town visits aside from the ones required to move forward. No heals in town. Only use what you find. Ooh. Yeah, that's like next level. I realized that that's one of the really awesome things about this game. That, yeah, like, people do come up with all sorts of like crazy things that really spice things up, right? Like on the surface, there's nothing that enforces you from doing that in this game, but you can do that. Things like not visiting town, etc., etc. If you want to really give yourself a bigger challenge, or like hardcore classic or some shit like that. Or playing as a Spearzon, which again, that's also something that might be fun to do in a future season. Who knows? So many things to do. once per, like, one character per season, honestly, kind of feel like it doesn't really cut it sometimes. But, I don't know. Ooh, what is this? We've come across Bone Fist. Alright, well, there you go. He's gone. Vamos. He's fire or cold and lightning immune. A true rarity, but falls victim all the same to the good old firewall. Anyway. Honestly, I'm like thinking about this. Maybe on my Switch I should be using like I'm really trying to come up with some fun options. Maybe I should just hold on a second. Hold on. I just came up with something. There's got to be where is it? What's it called? I need to say, I can't believe I just... this is so fucking stupid. I can't believe I'm actually looking this up right now. Does nothing give Oh, that's actually perfect. Striking? When struck. Okay. Okay, what about... I'm so sorry about this, guys. I just had a sudden moment of inspiration, and before I forget, I must look this up. I came up with the... I could actually make a literal... I realized I could actually make a literal all-mental sorceress. It's the dumbest thing I just realized that I've come up with in recent times, but... Yeah, an all-mental sorceress. Here. Let me just fetch this quickly. The only thing is I don't have a way to get enchant, but... One to Berserk, one to Zeal. That's passion. Can't do dumber than Poison Nova Amazon. I don't know, man. I'm like looking at Passion right now. I'm like, I can actually get Berserk off of Passion. I can get fucking Venom off of Arachnid Sash. And I have Firewall off of my Ormus. So I could literally make an all-mental sorceress. I'll have Fire, Cold, Lightning, Poison, Magic off of Berserk and physical damage. All on the same character. Am I making a BOTD? No. Well, I mean, I don't know about Coaster, but I'm just looking at Passion, the Passion rune word. One to Berserk, one to Zeal. And some really dumb ideas abound off of this, but yeah, I don't know. D2 Nova sword. I like that. I actually like that. Anyway, I don't know. Just for the sake of being able to call it an all-mental sorceress, I could totally try and make something like that. But that's what this is what I have you guys here for, you know? Like, I always have an idea as to how a season's gonna go, and then when I talk with you guys, I come up with something even stupider, or something crazy or brilliant. Anyway, that's basically how my chats with Coaster go sometimes. We're usually bouncing ideas off each other, and... Well, actually, no. The thing is, Coaster and I tend to share ideas, and we'll usually throw a few, like, ideas back and forth at each other, but I feel like the majority of my ideas come as an inspiration when I'm actually either in the middle of making the character during the season, or people actually throw me feedback for the character, yeah, either because I'm playing it and I realize something, or because somebody from chat is actually offering a suggestion. Because at that point we're actually seeing it in action, as opposed to just theory crafting. I don't know. Like, I'm like thinking about that season where I was making my Swapcast Telly Boson, and I was trying to figure out a way to get around that issue with putting faith in a diamond, or in a GMB, and you know, I'm like, okay, crap, I have to roll another Faith. And then I was convinced by Farallon Fever that, yeah, actually Diamond Bow's the way to go, man. So I'm like, alright, yep. That's why I just straight up went and I threw myself a good old Diamond Bow that season. Anyway, my point is, then this honestly, 10 fire facets? 10 fire facets. This guy. Well, hold on. Is that... Well, no, okay, listen, course. Right now, I already have Fire Mastery, okay? The thing is... Let's see. +5. So every point into Fire Mastery is 7%. And I'm getting +5. So... I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm going to be getting that much more +% fire damage from all of those facets. Fire facets will take your shit ones. Yeah. But then after that, we got to factor in the minus fire res. Now the minus fire res is pretty good, but how much damage is that really boosting me by? Like, is that really boosting me up that much? Because it sounds good on paper, right? Like minus, let's say minus 50% fire res, but I'm already like going like minus 85% off of infant. So I'm like, I go from like a firewall that's doing like, I don't know, 2k damage base to like, oh man, I don't even know, man. So many options. I could do that. I don't feel like it's worth it, to be honest, but it's not a bad idea. And if I really wanted to go like do something like Omega stupid, I could go like double Phoenix. It's not stupid because it wouldn't work. I like the idea of having double redemption. That would even solve my mana problems. The only real problem with going double Phoenix is that that's just ridiculously expensive. In fact, probably, I don't know, man. There's a lot of different ways I can go. Hero editor theory crafting time, boys. I thought you were in bed. We'll talk about this next time. You gotta go get yourself some rest, course. Freaking, this is what I'm talking about. When I talk to you guys, we come up with all sorts of crazy ideas. And then, theory craft on Slasher. Get the fuck out of here, eh? Anyway, look, this, other people, like... I'm just trying to think here. So, I don't know. There were some other ideas that were thrown into, like Fatty saying double Phoenix. I'm back. Hope it's going well. It's going pretty well. We have a new stroke of inspiration. Like, I'm kind of tempted to make an all mental sorceress, LeBron. This thought just occurred to me because I just got a Firewall Ormus off of Coerce because he was nice enough to hook me up with one. Now, I'm like thinking about this. Now that I have the Firewall Ormus, I actually don't need to have the Leaf Staff. It actually doesn't really boost my damage by that much because it's the skill level difference of 18 versus 19. So I'm like, well, why don't I just switch out my second, like my alt weapon for something else? It's like, well, what do I switch it for? I could switch it out for like a 6 fire faceted sword and a 4 fire faceted shield. I could switch it out for phoenixes. If I wanted to make an actual, like a literal all mental sorceress, I could go passion, so I have berserk on switch, and then I could like go Arax on my belt and go venom. Right? Like, I could go and make a CE sorceress if I want, like a really janky CE sorceress. Like, there's just so many stupid No, actually, I didn't even think up of Plague. What do I even get off of Plague? Hold on, let's look at Plague. Plague rune word. Let's pull this bad boy up. Yeah, I get on strike. I don't like that. I don't like chance to cast on striking and chance to cast when struck. At least when it comes to from Plague, right? If it's like, yeah, no, I just straight up don't like that. And if anything, if I were to do a level 15 Poison Nova on striking, like if I wanted something like that, I actually just go BOTD. BOTD would be better, in my opinion. Anyway. Fucking Ale now found a jaw. How? Wait, where? Where are you fucking cowing right now? I bet. The thought of a Rift Sin keeping me up at night, says Coerce. Now I want to test some shit out. Ooh, this guy. I'm telling you, man. There's like too many different ways, like too many different things in this try here. I don't know. A Rift Sin. Rift Sin is a fun character from what I hear. Seal glitch to the jaw. Ah, but of course you did. So, Cum Stains Enigma incoming. Honestly, yeah, I'm actually in support of that. So, you already made Cum Stains Infinity. Now it's time for you to make Cum Stains Enigma. Oof. Thoughts are why I love D2. Oh yeah, for sure. So, within 24 hours, you found Berber Loser Jaw. Nice. Honestly, I can't really complain though, because the season I was playing my Nova Baller, I had a very similar experience. So, you know, no complaints from me at this point. Just a little bit upset that my only real competition to that, purple box-wise, is Vex. Congrats. Dare A to make jaw if the burr on Worth's leg. Then personalize it. You already have an Enigma. Yeah, but I'll bet your ass that you didn't freaking turn it into Cum Stains Enigma. Did you? You really want to dare that, fatty? Oh my, you're actually... New legendary set, Cum Stains Regret. Oh, dude, I don't even know what to say, man. That's funny. Yeah, but it's true though. It's actually true. What LeBron just said. He's like, yeah, those thoughts are what keeps us up at night, right? Like, and here's the thing, right? Like the sin. Okay, like, okay, so here's the thing. It's not unusual to make a trapper. It's also not really unusual to make a kicker. But have you seen a character that kicks and uses traps? Okay, fine. Maybe you have for Death Sentry and shit. But like, look, man, I don't know. It was a fun character that we collectively had made fun of, right? Like, that's one of the glorious things about Theory Cross. Like, people don't do that enough. Not on a Sin on Slash, anyway. I haven't rolled a Sin yet. Sounds perfect for next character. No, just fun. Yeah, I'm on board with that, man. The only thing I'm curious about is how you're going to get that Infin. Or, not Infin, sorry, that Gull rune for your Rift. Because I think it's Gull for Rift, right? Sin is desk. Honestly, I think this season I have a newfound respect for Sins. Or maybe it's not even this season, but even like a few seasons ago. I remember at one point, people used to ask me, like, what's my least favorite character? And I would say Assassin, because I always felt like they're kind of clunky. But one of the things I really like about Assassins is there's actually a lot of different ways to build that character. And they have a lot of really fun tools you can work with. Shit like Burst of Speed, the Martial Arts Skill Tree, Fade... Like, they have Shadow Warrior, right? Like, they're just a really cool character all around. And they have shit like Venom, too. And worst case scenario, you can always use Death Sentry as backup. But, you see E2 good, then Fire Blast. I'm not even going to ignore the Fire Blast part. Don't forget the built-in Smite. Oh, yeah, they also have kicks. Like, it's just an all-around really fun character. And at this point, I'm of the impression that Amazon is by far now my least favorite character. Like, after I discussed about it with Coaster, I really did. And for the longest time, I was like, well, at least Javazon, like at least Amazons have Javazons. But then I also realized a little later that's all you can really make as a, well, okay, no, that's a lie. They also have Boa, but I don't know. I feel like you're kind of limited going either Boa or... Hey! What is that? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, my Merc's about to die. Let's make sure that he doesn't die. That's good. Alright, great. Alrighty, I'm going to guess white 5-4 fire. Alright, ready? White 5-4 fire. Okay, so it's green, so I'm already wrong on one front. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Huh. Ooh. Alright, guys. It looks like we... okay, so Coerce, you remember what you said, right? You remember what you said. 6 fire-faceted sword, 4 fire-faceted shield. So we are already 1/10 of the way. We are 1/10 of the way to making a 6 fire faceted sword and a 4 fire faceted shield. That's what this means. Anyway. Alright, Coaster. I know you want this anyway, so I'll pass it to you. Well, I'll pass it to you in this game. You can come collect it, Act 4, okay? Gore's Lucky Charm confirmed. Hey man, this is the play. No, this is actually the play. I realize. Hopefully I can get lucky on my Forge for Gull. I could probably run AT with Death Sentry, Kick, and Blade of Ice. Ooh, Blade of Ice. Blade of Ice. Yeah, no, that sounds pretty legit. Yeah. Curious to see how that works. If you need it, use it. No, I don't fucking need it. I'm just playing around, man. Yeah, no. If I really need facets, I'm gonna not be using 3-4 for it. But yeah, nah, dude. If you need it, just take it. It's fine. It's fine. I know you wanted it. You were excited for it. I know you want it, buddy. Fireplace, like a garbage one. Yeah, man. It is indeed a fireplace. So it's a 3-4 green, right? I'm gonna chart that down here in a second. Soul and a small charm. Alrighty. 3-4. What is this? 3-4 fire, I think. Oh no, it's actually worse than that. There we go. On, I think this was Summoner, or no, sorry, Nith. Nith 20, I believe, if we count from, because I finished run 15 earlier. I'll continue to count from 21 in a second, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, Coaster, do you want the facet or nah? Like, otherwise I'm just gonna like let it rot on mule for until the end of time. Group full clear scene soon. Oh, goodness gracious, group full clear. Imagine that. Alright. I'll take it. Alright. Well, there we go then. Let's hook you up. I guess now, so that I don't lose out on too much time, I'm going to go to D21, password 1, and I'll drop it there. Actually, it's kind of glad that you left it here. -3 + 4. -3 + 4. Goody. Alright. But yeah, you've inspired me, Fatty. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is not something that I would usually, like, normally I'd be like, nah, I don't want to do it. Wait. Alright, let's, you know what, I'll leave this as a surprise until he's done his build. I see what he's trying to make, but I'll let y'all, simmer over that. Anyway, what was I saying to you guys? You're welcome, by the way, Coaster. So the group full clear thing. I don't know about group full clear, but just the idea of full clearing was not something that I would have fathomed doing, even like a couple hours ago. But now that you've brought it up, and I'm playing a character who's actually viably able to handle it, I'm actually down to give it a try, dude. I'm on board with it. I'm on it, man. Would be fun. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, that's probably like the next time I get a long stream, maybe that's what I'll do. I'll just full clear it. Why not? Kind of want to get into Rax though. I had to be honest. I do want to get into Rax. That'd be good. Once I get into Rax, I can kind of chill a little bit, just do a full clear, see what happens. I wonder how long it would take me to do a full clear. That's the other thing, too. And I also need to time it perfectly to coincide with when the server's about to restart. And then I have to do it non-stop because I only have 3 hours to actually finish a full clear. I don't know if I'd be able to pull that off. This is certainly the character to do it. And of course, I'd be doing it on Players 1. Wouldn't really make much sense to do it in any other player count. But yeah, I think if there's anything... any specific area I wouldn't really be able to do, but I think I don't know. This is going to be interesting. I don't know how much of the game I'll be able to complete. I'll probably, to be honest though, I'd probably do it out of order. That's the one thing I admit. I don't think I would do it in order. Should I do it in order? I don't know. That's another thing too. I don't know if I want to do it in order. Like, I would want to start off with Act 4 first, because Act 4 is like... Act 4 is the easiest one to try and complete, you know? Like, it's the shortest act, so it's there's only 4 areas I have to complete. At the same time, it would be pretty cool to go from Act 1 to Act 5, and you guys can see just how much progress I've made. Yeah, that'd be kind of nice. That'd be a full stream. Should be able to do under 3 hours. Yeah. Under 3 hours for sure with a group. I'm certain of that. Like, imagine a squad of 8 Poison Mancers, or like 6 Poison Mancers, and why is it so laggy? What the fuck? Okay, that's weird. And then after that, you've also got like what the areas where there's like poison immunes, basically late Act 5. That's when you'd bring in like a frickin' Light Sork with Infin or some shit like that, right? Okay, yeah, you could get a Horker, but if the goal is just a full clear, then why? Why would you do something like that? What the fuck was that? Okay. There we go. That's laggy. Yeah, like, you wouldn't need a Horker for... If you're going for drops, maybe. Although, even that's kind of... Yeah, I don't know. Alright, there we go. A friend of mine found 2 oranges, 5 to 6 purples with full clear. Okay, but presumably this was not in one game, right? One of it was DWAB? Okay, cool. I don't know, man. Orange, these squeeze himself a fresh juice. Well, now I want some orange juice. Damn you, Coaster. Now I want to go grab myself some orange juice. I feel like a drink. Maybe I'll have myself a drink after this run. That's what I'm going to do. There's some orange juice lying around. I'm feeling orange juice, thanks to you. Thank you for this, Coaster. It was one game. No. No way. You went full clear, and he managed to find 2 oranges, 5 to 6 purples in one game? Oh shit, dude, that's mad. Okay, wow, that's a lot of full juvies. I'll take 2. There we go. 7 FRW. Fatty, do you know how much MF he was running? I mean, I'll tell you what, man. I don't even expect to find half of that in my full clear. But I'm going to do it. Just for shits and giggles, and because you asked about it. Next stream, I want to see if I could full clear the game in under 3 hours with this dual Nova Sork. That would be a nice demonstration of what this build is capable of. I realize, so this would be good. Damn, that's a lot of monsters in this area. Hot damn. Ooh, yeah. That's a lot of fucking monsters. Flares, I mean. The seed is planted. You will get at least 1 purple, your prediction. Yeah, I wouldn't be too surprised if I get 1 purple. Because, yeah, like, I'm farming the entire game. Like, that's a lot of monsters. But, like, what I would be... Hey, look at that! A Gull Rune! Very nice! There's your rift right there, Cores. I don't know if you're still around. But yeah, what I would be extremely surprised about is if I found fucking 2 or even, let's say I stacked on not 1,000 MF, not 100 MF, not 500 MF, not 1,000 MF. Let's say I stacked on 10,000 MF and I did a full clear of the entire game. I still don't think I'd find freaking like 2 to 3, like 2 orange boxes and fucking 6 high runes. You know, like that seems a little insane to me. This area is a real breadwinner. Hell yeah, dude. Halls of Pain is freaking paying out tonight. Found a Vex and a Gull. I don't know why it's always that range of runes. Vex, Gull, Ohm, and Low. It's not even a complaint. I'm just... So bizarre. The RNG is so screwy this season. Alright. Alrighty, wow, that was a nice run. Let's get that Gull rune. Rune number 23. Up 23. Fatty saying I found like 6 lows this season. Tell you what, I'll trade you. Your 6 lows for my 6 Vexes. I mean, why not, right? Anyway. No deal. I gotcha. That's what I thought. Can I show you something after this game? Alright. Sure. Decide solo full clear or group full clear. What do you mean? For me, I'm gonna do solo full clear. Now, like I'm actually legit curious. You know, how cool would that be? We time a full clear of the game. How epic would that be? Yo, Fat, you've inspired me. I'm gonna start a move. Well, I shouldn't say start a movement. I'm gonna actually do. Like, it's gonna be stupid silly, but I'm gonna start a category where, because you know how normally we all like, oh yeah, you know, I'm doing like chaos runs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I'm gonna start a category, speedrun, full clear of the game on Slash. Alright? You and I are gonna duke it out. Me, you, and other people who are interested. I'm gonna time it on stream. I'm gonna show you guys a full clear of everything. And then you guys can also try to get in on the action. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Honestly, I'm on board with this. I'm liking this. I'll talk more about this in a second, but Coaster's convinced me that I need to go sell some orange juice. So I'll be right back, guys. Give me like 2 minutes. Alright, what are y'all talking about now? I see you got kicked out of this game, so I assume that's because the server restart took place. What are you guys doing? This is why I don't give everyone a sword. People abuse it. Nah. I gotta give swords to all of my loyal viewers. Okay. Anyway, people abuse it. I can't sleep, but I'm exhausted. Well, that's not good. Try to sleep harder. I don't know what else to tell you. All right. Let's see your cum stains enigma, Ilma. Let's check it out. What do you got? Next game. Oblique 24. I will admit, it was a very good OJ. Okay? It was a very good OJ. I don't regret No, dude, it was a very nice OJ. I don't know what else to tell you. Also, just noticed you fucking named your necro fucking Dan likes traps. And I mean, Enigma on. I'm like, alright, sure. Okay, so you didn't personalize the EM, but we. This fucking guy, dude. This fucking guy. Cum stains, gender leg. Man, I'm saying cum stains regret gross. Oh shit, dude. New smiter weapon. Oh, that's fucked up. That's actually fucked up. Some of us actually take our wealth and use it to buy, like, really expensive GG items. Alamau uses his wealth to fucking socket a Wirt's leg and to freaking personalize it with his Cumstain account. ITD and crushing blow, hell yeah. Take that to Ubers. Yup. YOLO, he says. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. That's a real kick in the balls. Wow, that's pretty good, dude. Don't forget to upvote your post. Yeah, sure, I'll do that right now. Give me a second. Let me just fetch this. Oh, you haven't made it yet. The fuck? Oh, when you do make it, I'll make sure to upvote it. I'll downvote it. Yeah, you would. Making it now, alright. Alright, you let me know when you made it, but I'm gonna go do my thing. We're gonna need a build centered around these items. Oh, man. A build centered around having an Enigma, an Infinity, and a Wirt's leg. Like, what kind of monstrosity? What kind of build craft or theory crafting master? What kind of build crafting genius could possibly have some build that... Oh no. Everyone go check out my new Meta Sweater weapon post on subreddit. Upvote if you eat ass. Okay, time to upvote it. Fucking an asshole. I don't know if I have normally I would comment on these types of posts and I would like write something. But I actually don't have anything to write in the comment section of this post, guys. I actually don't have anything to write in the comment section of that post. Anyway, whatever, man. That's... like, what do I even say to that? Speaking of which, does anybody have an Arax? Hey, Zivko. What's up? That's dope, because I actually need those roots. Oh, this guy. Oh, shit. Yeah, like honestly, I think this shit's hilarious. But I know there's gonna be plenty of other people. I'm not gonna name names, but I know there's gonna be other people who are gonna be all like, "Wow, you could have taken these runes and like given them to people who actually needed them." Anyway, gotta hope before they could lock me in a crazy hospital. Okay. How's it going, Zivko? So, we're just in the middle of doing our runs. I think I'm only going to be streaming for another half hour or so. I've done a pretty lengthy stream today already. That's why I do it, just to infuriate people. Nerds can be mad. Okay. I mean, I got that much figured out, I think. Ah. Jaw F the burr. Apparently, I think somebody actually tattooed Jaw Eth Burr onto their arm instead of Jaw Eth Burr. So that was pretty good. I think that story is fake. I don't believe it. Okay. Alright, gentlemen, I got a bunch of meetings in the morning, so I'm going to have to take off. Go find your 15, 15, 15 Cold Nova Orbs. Ah, yes. Well, Marahum, yeah, I mean, thanks for tuning in. I don't think I'm going to be on for too much longer anyway, so I'll be joining you very soon. Yeah, I think earlier when you had gotten in, too, you said that you've had been a long week here recovering from a boss fight. That, yeah, you've been pretty, you've been a busy boy. Well, hopefully next time I see you, you'll maybe have your schedule a little bit more free. Yeah, joining you. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, baby. But yeah, anyway, Marahum, appreciate you stopping by as always to check out what silly things I'm up to. Next time you see me, maybe I'll be doing a full clear of the game as per Fatty's recommendation. So... yeah, you prep yourself for that, but otherwise you have yourself a good evening. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again next time. Am I done here? I think I'm just about done, yeah. Or... okay, yeah, I'm done this run already. Oops. Let's see. So... oh, fucking user. I see what you did there. Fucking poking fun at that previous season when I wanted the white one for the light dye. Anyway, what color... well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Honestly, this season I'm not going for all perfect equipment. I just don't have the wealth for it. And even if I did, I wouldn't want to do it again. I already did that last time. Not really particularly interested in that. I wanted to actually grind for levels this season. But again, I had to spend a lot more of my time trying to actually grind wealth out to get my gear, or my build up and running. So unfortunately, that just didn't end up happening. Pick a color! I don't know, black? Fine, red, okay? Yeesh. Blue. Let's go with blue. Normie. What a blue facet for cold. Zivko is saying, I'm in the train to work. It's 6:24 in the UK. Oh, wow. It's an early bird. Teleport in real life. Yes, I can imagine as much. Do facets even come blue? Yeah, they do. They do. Absolutely they do. What the hell? There's red, blue, white, as of course we know, green, peach, and I think there's one other one. I think it's orange, if I'm not mistaken. yeah. Peach and pink, yeah, thank you. There you go. But yeah, facets do come blue. Makes me wonder what would have happened if there were, like, magic damage facets, or physical damage facets. People would have wanted pink and peach for those colors. Alrighty. Think my ladder's over now? GG easy? Well, you have one more enigma to make, or one more cum stain item to make to complete the set, I think. The best part about all of this is people are gonna be saying shit like, oh yeah, they might say shit like, oh yeah, this guy has no life, just non-stop grinding until he has enough jaws and burrs so that he can fucking do this shit. But the reality is, you don't even play more than 2 hours a night, and you're richer than most people this season, which is actually kind of funny. I don't know what else to say than that. It's pretty dumb, but yeah. Yeah, he's just ridiculously lucky, so he basically just gets to rub in our faces that, haha, I built the cum stain set. Already seen Enigma where it's like, yeah. I'm just the better, that's all there is to it? Okay. Okay, bud. Nice CE Necro. Oh. Oh boy, oh boy. Speaking of which, hey, I saw you. Okay, this is a completely different topic. The best D2 players are the same meta shit without getting bored. But isn't that what you're technically trying to do with the Light Sword? Trying to grind out for P8 level 99? Technically, that would also mean that you yourself also sport low IQ, doesn't it? Oh man, y'all really going at it here. Okay, well, anyway, on a completely unrelated topic to the best Diablo 2 player are those who have never played Diablo 3. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know about that. Some people log it on to Diablo 3 expecting Diablo 2, like, but better. You know? And that's definitely not what Diablo 3 turned out to be. Anyway, guys. Okay. Lamel. You did a stream. I didn't even realize, but I found out that you actually did a stream recently, like a Warzone stream. What the fuck? Yeah, you did a Warzone stream recently. You should do more of those. What the hell? I didn't realize that you gotten back to streaming Warzone. It'd be nice to actually You know, sometimes when I'm having my food, I'll like pull up like Nick Mercs and shit. Nice to know that maybe you can entertain me for a change. I'm not gonna go fucking risk my life for stupid shitty small charm. And I also never really did get a response to my actual, like, as I wasn't even trying to be insulting here. You can't. We're talking about like running the same meta shit and not getting bored, but that's essentially the same thing as what you're trying to make, isn't it? ZZZ, like that's the same thing, right? Like there's a lot of people who are running the meta light sword, but you want to run a meta light sword too. So by insulting the people who are running meta things like that, technically you're also insulting yourself too, aren't you? Yeah, no, like as a legit argument that doesn't involve me just insulting you outright like A. Lamau did. Anyway. Okay, but okay, this I gotta hear. Which is more brain dead? They're both pretty brain dead, aren't they? Because you're doing the same thing over and over. Except in their case, they do it until they're fully geared and then they quit for the season. And in your case, you're doing it until you hit 99. And I can tell you which one I'm pretty sure takes longer. Again, normally I would want to side with you on this kind of thing, but I'm like, huh. I don't know if this is something I can entirely agree on this time. Running P8 CS or running P1 cows? Answer the question. Running P8 CS. Okay. Yeah, maybe you'll convince me otherwise here. And yes, Quester, this is indeed a hybrid build. I am running... what? What are you question marking me about? Is, you know, you... answer the question. I just did! I just did. Do you not have ears or what? I told you, yeah, P8CS. I mean, yeah, P8CS, alright. Now what is your point? Yes, Quester, this is indeed a hybrid build. This is the Dual Nova Tri-Elemental Sorceress. So, I'll show you how it works. Fake answer, I don't know what you're talking about. So I basically have two main spells here. Frost Nova, in case I come across Lightning Immunes, and then Lightning Nova in case I come across Cold Immunes. And then if I come across a monster that's Cold and Lightning Immune, I have Firewall. Haha. You see? Not bad. It sounds like a really shitty, weird, tacked-on build, but I can assure you it actually does have some pretty cool applications that you can basically run just about anywhere with this character. I think that's one of the biggest strengths of it, which I would say is pretty awesome. Fake answer. Answer it for real. I don't really know what you mean by answering it for real. Which is more brain-dead gameplay? P8 CS or P1 cows? Oh, which is more brain-dead gameplay? Oh, my mistake. Alright. Sorry, I misread your question. It wasn't meant to be a fake answer here. It was the P1 cows, alright? P1 cows, alright. So then what? Oh, yeesh. This turns from a simple question into a bloody interrogation. Learn to read. Do I really feel like dealing with this right now? I've gotten enough lip from A. Lamau, now I gotta deal with lip from you. Anyway, sure, whatever, sure. What's your point here? So, Alberta public schools failing us here. Yeah. So I guess what you're going to... Okay. I'm going to guess here, just for a moment. What you're basically going to try and lead me to try and... What you're basically going to try and say is... Yeah, okay, so I'm running a meta build, but at least I'm playing something a little more challenging than P1 cow farming over and over. And this actually looks like I got a 4 open socket cryptic axe. That's pretty cool. 4 open socket and cryptic axe, not bad. What is this run? ETH 4 open socket CA. This is run number 31 of Hop. Yeah. Let's see. My point is that bots are better than humans at D2. So as a human to be good at D2, you need to act like a bot. Okay. I don't even know, man. Is there any fights in chat channel? Okay. I don't... You know what? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying here, I think. I mean, the original thing we were talking about was you were saying that the best D2 players are the nuts who run the same meta show without getting bored because all you're doing is spamming CE Necro. And you end up rich as every season that way, more or less is what you're getting at. And most of us who aren't willing to do stuff like that because we get kind of bored by doing that over and over and over again aren't going to be nearly as wealthy. That's more or less what you're saying. Alright, so basically same shit, different day. Alright guys, I think that's it for me. I'm going to call it after this run. I'm actually not in the mood to stream anymore. I'm going to finish up this run. I'm going to call it a day, I think. Good. Well, I'm in the mood. I'm just not. I'm going to finish this up because I'm already in the middle of this run, and I'm going to hop off for the night. It's a good stopping point anyway. It's probably going to go about 3 hours, and this is just about the right time. Yeah, GG's, dude. I will talk to you soon. Not sure when the next stream will be, but I will be... I don't know. I don't know when the next time I'll be streaming will be, actually, after this. Probably not streaming tomorrow, or Friday, or Saturday. Maybe Sunday I can do a short one? I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, can't promise regular Wednesday streams yet either. Alright guys, that's it for me. I think I'm done with my runs. I am... yeah, just about good to go here. Probably just gonna mule my shit off too. These two runes so I don't accidentally socket it into the at the CA. That would be kind of depressing if I lose a gull like that. After that, I'm off. The next time I come back to, I'm just gonna... here's the thing. Like, the next time I come back to do a stream, it would be nice to do the full clear of the game, like Fatty was talking about. Because, yeah, that's something which was not on my radar for quite some time, but now that it's been brought up again, I realized that this would actually be a really good time to try and give that a shot. Also, as an aside, probably one of the next things I'm going to need to look out for is an Arachnid Sash, because I'm actually very close to... Arax. In fact, if I hadn't traded out the Ist for that Ormus, which was still a worthwhile trade, but if I didn't trade that out, I would already have enough for my Arax, which is great. But alas, I'm going to have to wait until I farm a little bit more, and then I should be good to go. Well, actually, that's not... strictly speaking, that's not true. I could go into Mal, Paul into Mal, and then I can just go Vex, Gull, Ist, Mal for Arax, but I'm not really right there yet. Further, Moz runs next. No, dude, I'm done with Moz. Thank fuck, it's over, dude. That shit is so last season. I mean, it was fun while it lasted, but I'm grateful that I'm off doing bigger and better things. Yeah. Okay, guys, I'm gonna hop off now. Yeah, thanks again for hanging out. Sorry that this ending is so abrupt, but yeah, I mean, unlike the last time when I ended it so abruptly, at least I've actually gotten almost 3 hours in. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm hoping that next stream will probably be sometime on Sunday, perhaps, if I can put myself up to the task, if I'm actually feeling well, unlike last week. And hopefully I can actually try to aim for a full clear of the game. That'll be a nice goal. And maybe it could even be a timed run, you know, like maybe start running, like doing this series where I time how long it takes me to do a full clear of the game. That sounds like a lot of fun. Yeah, well, Home 3 Watcher, you're still here. That's awesome. I didn't even realize you were still watching. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. And Zivko as well, just saying GG's. GG to you as well. Yeah, I'm sure you were hoping to listen to more of this as you were on your way to work, but of course I was going to be hopping off soon anyway. Alright guys, lying in bed with phone. Yeah, still surprised, even though I know that you're trying to, well, presumably try to listen to my voice so you can fall asleep or some shit. I don't know. Likewise, Fatty, thanks for tuning in. Glad you were able to make it this time for longer than 1 minute. Because I know last stream when you had just come on to Slash, I was just hopping off, so that was rather inconvenient timing. But yeah, next time it will hopefully... Guys, once again, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you all hanging out. Hope you all had fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys hopefully on Sunday or on the next stream. Whenever that'll be. So, take it easy. Have a good night. Thanks everyone for watching. This is D2D2, signing out.